Have you ever wondered why there is more water than land on Earth? It's a question that has intrigued many a curious mind, and the answer is as fascinating as the question itself. When we look at the Earth from space, the first thing that strikes us is the vast blue expanse. That's because about 71% of our planet's surface is enveloped in water. A striking contrast to the remaining 29%, which is land. The numbers paint a vivid picture, don't they? The lion's share of this water is not in lakes, rivers, or underground reservoirs. It's in the vast, seemingly endless oceans that stretch out as far as the eye can see. The oceans are not just bodies of water. They're colossal repositories holding an estimated 96.5% of all Earth's water. Now, you might be thinking, that's a lot of water. And you'd be right, but let's add another layer to this watery tale. When we talk about the total volume of water on Earth, we're talking about an estimated 1.386 billion cubic kilometers. That's a number so large it's hard to wrap our minds around it. And here's another mind-boggling fact. A staggering 97.5% of this total volume is salt water. Yes, the kind of water that's in the oceans, not suitable for drinking or irrigation. Fresh water, the life-giving liquid we depend on, makes up the remaining 2.5%. But here's the kicker, only a minuscule 0.3% of this fresh water is in liquid form on the surface. So, you see, when we talk about the Earth as a watery world, we're not just referring to the blue that dominates our planet's palette from space. We're talking about the sheer quantity of water, its distribution and its forms. And the most intriguing part? Despite its abundance, only a fraction of this water is readily available for us and the rest of the life on Earth. So, when it comes to sheer surface area, water unquestionably dominates. Opening, the argument that there is more water than land on Earth is straightforward. Now let's dive deeper into the specifics of Earth's water distribution. Picture this. The total volume of water on Earth is estimated at a staggering 1.386 billion cubic kilometers. That's enough to fill the Grand Canyon, not hundreds, not thousands, but millions of times over. But here's the interesting bit. A whopping 97.5% of this water is salt water. If you've ever tried to drink from the ocean, you'll know that salt water isn't exactly refreshing or, more importantly, suitable for consumption by most life forms. So while the oceans may be vast, they're not offering up a lot of drinkable water. That leaves us with the remaining 2.5% of Earth's water, which is fresh water. This is the stuff we can drink, the stuff we need to survive. But even this is not as straightforward as it seems. Of this small fraction, only a minuscule 0.3% is in liquid form on the surface. This includes rivers, lakes, and swamps. The rest is locked up in glaciers, ice caps, and underground reservoirs, making it difficult to access. So when you think about it, the amount of readily available fresh water is like a drop in the ocean compared to the total volume of water on Earth. And yet this tiny fraction is what sustains all terrestrial life, from the tallest trees to the smallest insects, not to mention us humans. In terms of volume, water is the undisputed champion, covering more than 2/3 of our planet's surface. But when it comes to diversity, water takes the crown again. From the icy waters of the Arctic to the warm currents of the tropics, from the crushing depths of the Marianas Trench to the vibrant coral reefs, water shapes our world in myriad ways. Closing, in terms of volume and diversity, water is a clear winner. Yet land holds its own significant importance. Though water may cover the lion's share of our planet's surface, let's not forget that the remaining 29% of Earth's surface is where the majority of terrestrial life unfolds. Land is the cradle of biodiversity, home to countless species of plants, animals, and microorganisms that make up complex and diverse ecosystems. These ecosystems in turn provide us with vital services, from pollination of crops to carbon sequestration, which helps to mitigate climate change. Land is also the stage upon which human civilization has been built. Our cities, towns and villages, our sprawling agricultural fields and orchards, our parks and gardens, all are nestled in the bosom of the land. It is on the land that we find the resources that fuel our economy and sustain our societies. Minerals, metals, and fossil fuels are all extracted from the earth. Even the soil beneath our feet is a resource in its own right, providing the medium in which we grow our food. Moreover, land plays a critical role in the global climate system. Land surfaces absorb sunlight and in turn radiate heat, influencing both local and global temperatures. The land also interacts with the atmosphere to influence weather patterns, from the creation of local microclimates to the formation of major weather systems. In addition, land is a place of cultural significance. It forms the backdrop to our history, imbued with meaning and memory. Landmarks guide our way, landscapes inspire our art, and the land itself is often a source of national pride and identity. While not as expansive as water, land is the stage for the drama of life. It's where we build our homes, grow our food, and write our stories. It's where the dance of evolution has played out over billions of years, giving rise to the diverse array of life forms we see today. The land is more than just a place, it's our home, our history, and our future. So while we marvel at the vastness of the oceans, let's not forget to appreciate the unique and vital role that land plays in our world. The numbers may favor water, but the importance of both water and land is undeniable. Water and land, two seemingly contrasting elements, are the two halves that form the whole of our planet. Each has a role that is as important as the other, and together they create the balance on which life on Earth depends. Water, covering about 71% of our planet's surface, is a vital life force. It's where life began billions of years ago, and it continues to support all known forms of life today. The oceans, making up the vast majority of our water, are home to a diverse array of species, many of which we have yet to discover. But the importance of water extends beyond the oceans. Our freshwater sources, though less abundant, are equally vital, providing the water we drink, the water that irrigates our crops, and the water that powers our industries. And let's not forget the hydrological cycle, the continuous circulation of water within the Earth's hydrosphere. It involves the exchange of heat energy, which leads to temperature changes. In this way, water helps to regulate our planet's climate, transferring heat from the tropics to the poles, and from the surface to the atmosphere. But what about land? Well, despite only making up around 29% of Earth's surface, land is the stage where most of life's drama unfolds. It's the foundation of our civilizations, providing the spaces for our cities, the fields for our agriculture, and the wilderness where countless species thrive. Land is also a rich source of resources, from the minerals we mine to the fossil fuels that power our world, to the fertile soils that nourish the food we eat. In the grand scheme of things, water and land are not competing entities. Instead, they exist in a delicate balance, each playing a critical role in supporting life on Earth. They are two halves of a whole, two parts of a puzzle that fit together to form the world as we know it. Both water and land, in their unique ways, are integral to the sustenance of life and the health of our planet. In the end, the debate isn't just about quantity, it's about understanding the inherent value and irreplaceable roles of both water and land in our world. While water covers the majority of our planet's surface, it's a lifeline for all known forms of life, crucially regulating our climate and supporting diverse ecosystems. On the other hand, land forms the stage for our human civilization, serving as habitat for countless species and providing us with invaluable natural resources.